Hey guys, so it's just Coach Wilson here, and today I want to tell you a little bit about my thoughts on the weight loss industry and slimming clubs and dieting and all this, and then I want to provide you with a solution to fix a problem if you're struggling with losing weight, or maybe you've lost weight and now you can't lose that last little bit, or if that you can lose weight but then you lose motivation, end up back to your old ways and put the weight back on plus more weight than you originally had before you started. So I want to use this time that we've got together today just to talk about the biggest problems that I see people pulling out their hair over, and it's a simple solution, a simple fix, but really reaching out to them to make those changes necessarily, make them, realize why they need to make those changes is one of the hardest things I see in my job right now. Because you're at no fault of, having effort to make the change. If I had that effort you're using and putting all these diets and books and things that you're purchasing, all these gadgets and whatnot, we are laughing if we was to put that effort into doing the right things. And all you've got essentially right now is a system, but it's a broken system. It works for so long, and then over time it prevents you from losing any more weight. Now let me explain why dieting isn't working for you in the long term. Essentially what we do when we go on a diet is that we restrict calories. We are, whether your diet counts calories or not, no matter what, every diet out there, you're restricting calories to a certain degree, and that's why you will see results on them. Whether you're counting points or sins or whatever, they're all conscious efforts that are going to get you to eat less, okay? And if you're eating less, what have you cut down? You cut down the calorie intake that you were eating. Okay, so regardless if you count calories or not, you're still doing the same thing as everybody else, in the sense that dieting restricts calorie intake. Whether you're measuring foods, measuring portion sizes, making a conscious effort to eat better, like we all do. If you go on a diet, we all, one thing that all diets have in common is that we make a conscious effort to eat better. And just by doing that, you are restricting calorie intake, okay? So that's what all diets have in common, is the calorie restriction. Now, to begin with, that will show you some weight loss. Of course it will. You're eating less than you were. Of course, we're going to start to burn off some more calories. And then we're consuming and we're going to start losing weight. Now, the first thing to go is the most metabolic tissue on your body. Okay, so if we start restricting calorie intake, the first thing to go is the most metabolic active tissue on your body, because your body just goes, this tissue is consuming so many calories that I've got to get rid of it in order to stay alive, because it's constantly eating calories. Now that might sound like a good thing, but what happens in dieting, and the tissue that I'm talking about, the most metabolically tissue on the body that I'm talking about, is muscle tissue. Okay, so the first thing to go when we go on one of these diets is muscle tissue, and that results in our metabolism then decreasing. Okay, so we're jumping up and down thinking we've done really good on this diet because we've lost a couple of pounds, we've lost 10 pounds, we've just been given a nice pretty certificate or something like this for the weight that we've lost. But in that sacrifice of losing weight by cutting those calories, what we've now got is a slower metabolism, okay? Because the first thing to go was that muscle tissue. So then what you've got is less tone, okay? If there's a such thing as called tone, scientifically that is just muscle tissue, okay? When you say I want to be more toned, what you mean is that you want more muscle tissue, but I totally understand the terminology. We want to be toned, and what you've sacrificed now is that yes, you've lost weight, but you were further away from becoming toned. Now you've lost weight than you were when you had the weight. And by that I mean what you sacrificed in losing that weight was that muscle tissue. The most metabolically active tissue on your body is the first thing to go, not the fat, is the first thing to go because you cut those calories. Okay, so you notice weight loss. essentially doing this approach of eating less and moving more, what happens if you are a large pear shape, you become a smaller, flumpier pear shape. If you are a large apple shape, you become a smaller, okay, that sounds good, but a flumpier apple shape. You don't actually create the change or the shape that you really wanted in the first place, okay? So we get caught up on, it's almost, I see as well that we become a society that gets a buzz, a natural, like this high of losing weight on the scales. It's like that's where we get our kicks from. We think we're doing good, so we give ourselves a pat on the back. Okay, this short-term success. But in reality, what's going on is that your muscle tissue, the most metabolic tissue on your body, is sacrificed. You lose that. So that's the weight that's disappearing on the scales. Some fat, but majority of it was water and muscle tissue. Okay, so it's not the change that you want to be seeing. Okay, so don't get caught up on thinking you're doing amazing in seeing that weight loss. It's not the results that you want, okay? It's not the results that you want to see. Now, this is what dieting will do, okay? You will go onto a diet, you will restrict calories, whatever the rules are, you're going to restrict those calories, and you see weight loss in the form of muscle tissue. And, let me just plug in my battery there. You will see the weight loss in the form of muscle tissue. And also, here's another thing. If you cut carbohydrates from your diet, carbon, hydrate, water, okay? So you've just cut water out of your diet, or a large chunk of water. Now, if you've ever filled up a big container, bottle of water, or a big gallon bottle of water, then you will know the weight of water, okay? So if you're cutting carbohydrates out of your diet, you're cutting that water out of your diet, you will see a significant weight loss as well. So, cut calories will lose the most metabolically active tissue in the body, muscle tissue. Cut carbohydrates, we will lose the weight from the water, from the carbohydrates. That's two ways we can become lighter on the scales. Did it make you leaner? No. Did it make you more toned? No. Did it give you more shape, more of that toned, sexy, slender, hourglass shape, which would indicate a female's hormones is in check, or that masculine V shape that the guys would desire, which would indicate the guy has got great hormone profile with testosterone in the guy. Then no, it didn't. Okay, we just end up losing weight in the form of muscle tissue and water and a little bit of fat. Not the results that we want to be seeing. But this is what we are seeing in the dieting industry, in the slimming clubs. And it's building a culture of people thinking they're doing good, where actually it's lying to them. Okay? Honest people spending their hard-earned cash on things that give a short-term win, that you think anyway, that convince you you're doing the right thing, that are wasting their time, their money, and being lied to. Now, I want to take that effort that those people are doing, the people that are listening right now, I want to take that effort away from doing the wrong things, and let's apply it to doing the right things, okay? So what are the right things? Well, let's just, summarize what we've spoken about so far. I want you to see your metabolism as a fire. Okay, a big fire. Now, for that fire to burn, we've got to keep putting wood on it. Okay, for that fire to burn nice and bright with big flames. Okay, so we get that energy coming off that fire. Now, if we were to stop and restrict putting wood on that fire, eventually it will burn down and burn out. That is your metabolism. Okay, that is your metabolism. So if you stop or restrict putting the fuel into your body, the food into your body, what your body will do, because it's smart and your body just wants to survive, it will turn your metabolism down like a thermostat. Okay, so essentially what I want to do with my programs, with my systems, is turn your metabolism back up to normal again. Okay, so that we can put that lean muscle mass back on your body, the most metabolically active tissue in your body, so that, like me, you can live 365 days a year lean, and not have to worry about taking a random holiday where you're worried about getting into a swimming suit, a bathing suit, because you don't want to take your shirt off, you don't want to get naked. Okay, throughout the year, you will be looking lean and feeling confident, you know, every single day. That's what I want from you. And essentially all we've got to do is stop damaging our body. Initially, we've got to reverse the effects of what you've done with dieting, and then make you lean so that the muscle tissue on your body just constantly eating those calories. This is in essentially turning up your metabolism, turning up that thermostat. But the diets that you've done so far have turned it down. Okay, and that's what we want to do together is turn it back up. Get you doing the right things, eating the right way, training the right way, and getting your mindset in the right way, in the right frame of mind. Because let's face it, we don't put the right foods in our mouth if our mindset's not in the game. We don't get to our workouts if our mindset's not in the game. So what we want to do together is make sure we take care of the mindset, give you the right system to follow for your workouts and for you to eat properly, and give you this routine that we can implement into your lifestyle so that you will start seeing the right results that you want to be seeing, not just quick short-term results that get you actually take you backwards, as we mentioned. Okay. So that's how your metabolism works. And another thing, this is why we get fatter after dieting. So when you go into a diet, let's say you're eating 2,000 calories a day. Your body needs 2,000 calories a day. But let's say I go onto one of these shake diets, these Cambridge diets. Now I'm only drinking shakes a day. And a meal, is it like 2 shakes and a meal or something like that? But I'm only consuming 500 calories a day now. So what happens is that, let me draw a little pretty graph. If you're watching the video, if you search me on YouTube, if you're listening to the sound recording, if you head over to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the video that I'm recording at the same time right now. And I've just drawn up a pretty picture so you see what's going on with your metabolism. So this is the graph, okay? And this blue line is your metabolism, and this red line is how much you're eating, okay? So let's say this is 2,000 up here. So we've got 2,000 calories up here. We've got 500 down here. So this red line, how much I'm eating. We're now eating 500 calories, which means then what happens is our metabolism lowers down to eating 500 calories a day. Because if you were to stay at 2,000 calories, your metabolism was to stay at 2,000 calories, what would happen? Because you're only providing 500 calories, over time, initially you start losing muscle tissue, remember, water and some fat. Over time, what will happen is that, or a couple of things. Firstly, your metabolism goes down straight away, because what would happen if it wasn't, you would end up just becoming rake thin, and your body wants to survive, so it's not going to let you do that. Another thing that's going to happen as well is that your body sees that, or senses like famines on the horizon, like there's no food, there's a shortage of food. So what it doesn't want to lose is fat. What it doesn't want to lose is fat, because it needs to protect the organs. And if we're not going to be eating, your body doesn't know for how long, then it wants to almost go in hibernation mode, where it retain onto fat, so that, like a bear going into hibernation would pack on the pounds, has got something to eat while you're not eating. So your body can still survive on calories that it's stored when it needs them, so that you survive, okay, so that you don't die, basically. That's what's going on. So first, the metabolism slows down. What's happening is the thermostat turns down, so that you don't just totally burn yourself out till there's nothing left of you, okay? And so that we also then retain fat to survive this famine that's happening right now of not eating, okay? One of my principles is to fuel the fire, especially after your workouts, and this is going to get fat off your body like no other. Now, here's where we get fatter after a diet. So let's say we've done this for a period of time, and let's say, so we're on the red line again, we go back up to eating 2,000 calories a day, okay? But because we've done this for so long and our hormones have changed, now our metabolism stays put at 500 calories. So our metabolism's turned down to 500 calories. But the food that we're eating, the calories, the red line, has now gone up back to 2,000. This is now an excess of 1,500 calories you're eating every single day that's going to storage on your hips, bum, thighs, arms, all your troublesome areas. Not what we wanted, right? So that's why after long-term dieting, when we go back to normal, we end up putting the weight back on and more. And because you've lost muscle tissue, remember, by going on one of these starvation diets or these calorie cutting diets, because you've lost the most metabolically active tissue on your body, you have turned down your metabolism, your set point, and now it's a lot easier for you to get fatter and a lot harder for you to see results. This is the reality, guys. This is what's going on, okay? Now, you don't need to panic. You don't need to think like, this is it then, that's it, I'm going to be fat for the rest of my life. No, and well, yes, that is the way that you're going down, unless if you're smart. If you're smart, what's going to happen is that you will listen to me and say, okay, Paul, what have you got for me? How can we turn this around? Okay, how can I make a U-turn on what I've been doing? Because, you know, my mindset is just programmed to quick results. And for me to stay motivated, I need to see quick results. So what can you do for me, Paul? Well, I mentioned earlier that the first thing that I want to do is increase your metabolism. Get that metabolically active tissue, that muscle, back onto your body by training the right ways. And we have a three-phase system at the team workout called, with all my training programs, called lighting the fire, or starting the fire, sorry, so creating the spark, lighting the fire, and then fanning the flames. And these three systems will just demolish body fat like never before. We do this on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or what I term MWF, okay? And then Tuesdays and Thursdays and weekends are strategically recovery days where the magic happens. We do certain things on those days to see the results happen, okay? So that's a little bit about the program that we'll be doing. We'll be working at 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the recovery being the essential part that we'll be doing on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and weekends. And then with your eating, this is the last little insight that I want to share with you today, guys, is my do or diet method. Now, what happens when we get fat is that we eat too much and we exercise too little, okay? So this causes a massive imbalance of all your hormones, you know, making you more hungry, crave foods, and your metabolism is imbalanced at this point. If you're watching the video right now, you'll see I'm waving my arms, my left arm's up, my right arm's down like a seesaw right now. Now what happens is that the common sense then tells us to, okay, I'm going to eat less and I'm going to exercise more, okay? But again, we've created this seesaw imbalanced effect of where we're eating less and we're exercising more. This is going to bring about cravings, hunger, energy slumps, poor shitty mood, and bad sleep. If that happens, you will not keep that program up for long, okay? You will crack and give in. If you are that somebody that can go on a diet for 2 to 3 weeks when you're motivated, but then when the cravings kick in, okay, you know, this is me. If I was to do that method of exercising more and eating less, I am going to give in to cookies. I am going to give in to, you know, those foods that we shouldn't be eating, because my cravings will be going crazy, okay? And there's only so much willpower that we've got, guys. Yep, when I was a teenager, you know, I didn't have any worries in the world or anything like this, and you know, I had all the willpower to just be strict, and you know, and I couldn't understand why, even in my earlier training days, I couldn't understand why can't you just follow the plan, just stick to the plan. I didn't appreciate how much that you know, when you grow up and you have all these things, work and everything, all these jobs that you got to do, I didn't appreciate how much willpower just gets completely zapped, that you can't then put yourself, you know, first all the time, that you can't take care of your needs all the time, and it's not as simple as that. So what we need to do is not take this approach of eating less and exercising more, because it creates these massive imbalances that are going to make us give up on the diet, give up on the exercise, make us feel really bad and tired and moody, and then, you know, it's going to come back round 2-3 weeks later to bite you back on the bum. Okay, you might be motivated initially, but it's going to come and bite you back on the bum, because you're noticing that your sleep is down, your work's down, so you're not productive at work. You're really moody, so it's affecting your relationship, and you know you're getting upset about your body, and you're really trying really hard, spending all your time in the gym or in your diet and things like this, but your relationship's being sacrificed at the same time, and it's all coming back round to bite you on the bum. So we need to take the smart approach. Now, these are the only two approaches that I'd like to, or that you can do to ensure that you're balancing out your metabolism for long-lasting results, for success, and that you're you're not getting all these cravings, hunger, energy slumps, poor mood, poor sleep that's going to throw you off. Those two approaches are to eat more and exercise more, okay, or eat less and exercise less. So MWF, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when we are working out down at the team workout, those are the days that you will want to eat more because you are exercising more. Fuel the fire, the metabolism, okay? On days of recovery, that doesn't mean you're being lazy on Tuesday, Thursday and the weekends. Movement should be a part of your life every single day. Like I am right now, you should be standing up at your desk, not being sat down in a position that's going to mess up your back, okay? Try and stand up, be a lot more productive as well. What we want to be doing on those days, the recovery days, is still moving, you know, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking the farthest away at the car park when we're going to the supermarket, walking and moving as much as we can, moving, active, but on these recovery days, not training like we are on the Monday, Wednesday and the Friday. Those are specific workouts that are designed to turn up that metabolism, okay? Using a series of specific exercises to achieve that outcome, okay? So your everyday movement, we need to be moving, you know, every single day. 5,000 to 10,000 steps we should be hitting every single day, okay? Hey, if you can do that as use that as a measure point, you're going to see amazing results. 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day, give that a go, okay? Get yourself. Most phones now have a pedometer on them, all right? So exercise more, then I'm going to eat more. This is a balanced equation for your metabolism, okay? No cravings, no hunger, no energy, no poor sleep, no poor moods, okay? The other approach is eat less and exercise less. Okay, so the days that I'm not doing my team workouts, and those are the days where I will eat lesser. That's not to say you're going to starve yourself with a 500 calorie diet like these shakes and one meal a day kind of thing. No, we still want to eat to regulate your metabolism, but I want you to think that the tastiest meal that you'll ever have is the meal that you earn, okay? The meal that you earn your food, right? So you do a workout and then you get to eat more. It's amazing, right? I love this way. But essentially what we're doing now is that we are balancing out your metabolism, okay? So do or diet, okay? Catch a little way of remembering this. Either today I'm going to do more, or if I'm not going to do more today, I'm going to eat less. I'm going to diet. Okay, do or diet. Okay, guys, so that's a wrap. If you want to learn more about me and maybe get in touch, what we can do is I've literally got nothing to sell you or anything like that. You know, obviously I'm here to be able to serve you better, so I've got my programs and things like this, but today was just about training, providing you some helpful direction of what to do, and give you a little routine to help you move forwards, see better results. But if you really do want to know how to put this information into practice, into your lifestyle, and also figure out what you really need to be doing, because what's standing in your way, then get on the phone with me. And in a 10-minute, what I call a success session, we will lift the weight that's on your shoulders right now, the weight that is been holding you back. These are the obstacles that have been getting in your way that have been preventing you from following a plan. Like I said, you're not going to put the right food in your mouth if your mind's not in the game. You're not going to get to the workouts if your mind's not in the game. So if you're somebody that's done everything now and is fed up and you need that breakthrough, you need to, you know, get that load off your shoulders and break through now, then this is why I've started putting on these succession calls, because they are so valuable. Now, I get out of it, I genuinely love doing them. They help me as a coach become better as a coach, because I can understand people better. That's what I get out of it. And out of it, what you will get out of it is you will literally feel like a weight has been lifted on from your shoulders at the end of the call, okay? And then what I can do, one of three things, I can either, you know, let you know if I can help you further with one of my programs, the team workout or my online personal training. I could refer you to somebody if I feel that, you know, that's what needed. Or if you just don't need any help and you just need a, you know, needed a little chat to say, come on, let's start doing things. Or if you're not stuck at all and what you're doing is working, then you know, I'll let you know that you should be you know, just you know, get your head out your arse and start putting things into action. So it'd be a great little chat, a great little way for us to you know, have a little chat, form a better relationship, because as I say, I want to surround myself with more people that are on the same journey that I'm on right now with health, with fitness, and it's hard to do in front of a microphone, in front of a camera on the other side. So it'd be great to introduce yourself, meet you, and get to know you better. So that's me, guys. To get one of those calls, all you need to do is go over to coachwilson.co.uk/session. Okay, that's coachwilson.co.uk/session. Fill in some details and book a session. Okay, so you can pick one of the time slots and we will get on the phone. So that's coachwilson.co.uk/session. Book a session, book a time slot, 15 minutes in the calendar. We will get on the phone and have your session. And that's it, guys. If you can click the share button, share this, like this, leave a comment, leave a review for me. The more that you do that, the more that I'll put out this content for you. So it's in your best interest that you know, as I say, that I see you interacting, that I see you liking the stuff, commenting on the stuff, and sharing it. Because without you, this information would not be, it would cease to exist. So I need your support, guys, and hopefully be putting more content out for you. Okay, speak to you soon.